Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yeah, NBA Straya, how are you going? Hey, Yanni, you good? You should be. Why is that, Jim? Well, it's Tuesday, April 28, all day. This is NBA Straya and basketball, give me the ball, cause I'm gonna dunk it, yeah! That's right. We had some absolute cracking games today. We had 2 game 4s, we had a game 5, and the Phoenix Suns have been eliminated from championship contention. Womp, womp, womp. Anyway, I'm your host, James Clements, here at Larry. I'm in studios. We're going to go through some game reps. That's on the night for mate, no mates. Spud of the night and better than Lonzo Ball. But a quick one today. So we'll just then jump straight into the Aussie Player Watch and the pick and previews for tomorrow, and that's it. So we'll get out of your hair nice and quick, smart. Amen. Yeah, it seems good, doesn't it? Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. Episode 1391 of NBA Straya. Let's go!
This is Josh Giddey.
G'day, this is Andrew Gaze.
This is Jack White.
This is Joe Ingles.
This is Dyson Daniels.
This is Chris Anstey.
This is Matthew Delvedova.
This is Shane Hill.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
You're listening to NBA Straya.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening and watching NBA Straya.
This is NBA Australia. Let's do it.
Watch out for the Shaq attack.
Oh, you better watch out for the Jamal Cain attack if you're Jalen Duren. Holy moly. That was, oh Lord.
This is ridiculous. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Jalen Duren, what happened there? Anyway, let's start today's show the way we start every show here at NBA Australia, usually with some sort of, there you go. Right, so what happened today, Jim? Well, they announced Rookie of the Year. There you go. And Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year. Now, this might come as a bit of a shock. I had Cooper as mine as well because I think all the arguments about... So, Con Knipple comes second, right? So, you get 56 first-place votes for Cooper Flag to 44 for Connie Nips, right? So, they split the hunch, 56-44. And you're like, all right, Connie Nips gets 1 third-place vote because clearly someone from Philly voted for VJ Edgecombe with a second-place vote. Morons. Dylan Harper got 5 third-place votes. That's fine. He was very, very good. But yes, the one person in Memphis, we get it. Cedric Coward, you like him. He got a 1 single third-place vote. Idiots. Just, again, if you're going to be giving out media awards... and then some dipshit from Memphis votes for the Memphis dude or the... Yeah, fucking Jesus. Anyway. Still, Jim, was this the right call? Yeah, nah, yes. Yes, it was. Cooper Flag was asked to do more on a pretty rubbishy team from the absolute get-go, where every defense that the Dallas Mavericks faced this year went, what's the thing we're going to worry about? Is it Kyrie? Nah, he's out. Is it Anthony Davis? Nah, he's on the Wizards. Is it R.G. Marshall? It's like, no, it's probably the rookie phenom, Cooper Flag, who they're playing at point guard, and he's having a bit of a crazy, crazy time. So all these defenses are geared towards slowing him down and at least just throwing looks at him. Connie Nips was the fourth option on a team that finished 10th. In the East, right? So it's like, oh, but Connie, the Hornets were good. I mean, to a fucking degree. Right, yes. But let's all just pump the brakes. So you've got to worry about LaMelo. You've got to worry about Brandon Spindles-Miller. You've got to worry about Miles Bridges, that piece of shit. And as Connie Nips gets better and better and better, everyone's realizing, oh, fuck, that rookie that they've got is pretty good too. And so they're not bending their entire fucking defense to slowing him down like they are Cooper. So I had to give that a little bit more credence, I think, than Connie Nips being wide open for vast majorities of the season and playing really fucking well. Don't get me wrong, Connie Nips was awesome. I feel like Cooper Flag did that a little bit more and it was a bit fucking tougher. It was a bigger ask. Connie Nips led the fucking NBA in 3-point makes. Like, he's awesome. He's absolutely fucking awesome. But again, this is it's a luxury that Cooper Flagg didn't have. Having decent teammates who can also create for themselves. Coop's doing fucking everything. Connie Nips, it's a little bit fucking easier. Like that runway for that sort of rookie versus the Cooper sort of rookie. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's good. I'm happy it went that way. But really, come on. Cedric Howard won third place vote. Get a fucking grip. So the cool thing is we're going to find out Executive of the Year tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait. Fuck off. Teammate of the Year. Oh, good Onyas. Yay. And the hustle, whatever the fuck that is. Anyway, other little bits and bobs from today. It was very interesting. It came out that there are only 71 players who put their hand up for early entry into the NBA draft. 71. It was 106 last year. And the peak was 363 in 2021. 363 to 71 this year. That's crazy. That's the lowest since 2003. So yeah, this is what happens when colleges can legally pay their players. It's all above board now. Nothing sus here. Sure, ask any agent just how sus NIL is. But anyway, very exciting stuff there. And I guess for all those young fellas staying in college, or staying overseas maybe for that one extra year just to develop that a little bit further. But yeah, it's obviously making a big difference, which is, I think it's fine. Like this is probably another year now. It is fine. Yeah, because what it does is these fringe NBA candidates who would probably leave college maybe that 1 year too early, they might stick around. Like maybe they declare for the draft, they don't get drafted, they don't get a two-way, they suddenly end up like going, oh man, I'm like 21 and I'm playing in fucking China, right? And you're like, Jesus, that's life come at you fast kind of shit. But this way, there's the comfy college life. They might actually stick around and get their degree, which is kind of cool. But they can make a little bit of cash, have themselves set up, and then sort of go into the next period of their life, whether it be in the NBA or another professional league. But I think it's working okay. And then those 71 players who have actually entered the draft, hopefully, presumably, you feel like they've at least tested the waters, figure out that they're ready, and away we go. Everybody wins, hooray. Pat Riley's not retiring. I love him. He's so old and grumpy. He's like, I'm not going to retire. Fuck off. I'm not going to resign. I'm not going to apologize for being a play-in team. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to try to lose. I'm not going to tank. I want to have another championship parade down Biscayne Bay Road. And you're like, wow, that's pretty... Was it Biscayne Boulevard? Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, he knows that he's getting Giannis or KD in the offseason, doesn't he? Yeah. Hey, let's do some game raps. Game raps. I mean, the other little bit of news is that Terry Rozier might have been giving bribes as well. So, yeah, he fucked. All right, today we had Detroit basket. Stink it up against the Orlando Magic men. This is an absolute throwback fucking series, this one. Everyone sucks. It's Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose. It's just 94-88. What the fuck? It's 2026. People go, they don't play defense anymore in the NBA. It should be better like in the olden days. This is the olden days and it fucking sucks. So remember that. This is fucking Ben Simmons-esque bricklaying shit, right? Benny the bricklayer, he's like it's Ben's bricklaying, right? Just off he goes. This was a crazy fucking game, though. Absolutely crazy. So Orlando win it to go up 3-1 in this series. And Detroit absolutely just shit all over the floor down there in Orlando. I don't know if it's something in the Floridia water. Wouldn't surprise me. But fucking hell, it was just an absolute mess. Orlando came flying out of the blocks. Like Detroit calling timeouts. It's up. Like Orlando up 12 out of nowhere. Detroit pulled it back. They led after the first quarter, 27-26. It was crazy. Orlando's just been stunned into silence. No one can hit a fucking shot. Orlando then just sort of, fucks around. Detroit take a lead. They go up 10 points in this second quarter. Orlando reel that all the way back in and lead by 2 at the half. You're like, what the fuck is going on? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. They couldn't hit a shot. It was like a 17-6 run for the Magic at the end of the first half. Detroit they were like me and Tins. I like putting him away, but Detroit were like that with turnovers. They're like, oh, yeah, I could go another turnover. Old mate will understand. I'll just have another turnover. I'm a bit late. I'll have another turnover. And off we go. 6 for Cade in the first half. It was crazy. Only 3 for Orlando as a team. And the fucking Pistons had 12. It was crazy. The thing is, Orlando couldn't hit a 3, right? They were 6 of 22, and 3 of those were made by Desmond Bain. The rest of the team was 3 of 18 from downtown. And you're like, this is how Detroit stay in it. And if they can do the thing that they did in game 2, where they just go whapang in the third quarter, they tried and they failed. They couldn't hit a fucking shot. Orlando was really good. They kept their noses in front. It was just a fucking rock fight. Absolute rock fight. And then it gets into this fourth quarter and Orlando is still up. And then bang, here it comes. Detroit, 6-0 run. We're tied up at 85-85. We've still got 5.5 minutes to go, Jim. It's like, yeah, let's go, Detroit. I picked you to win this one in 5. It's not going to happen, but fucking here we go. You should probably win this game. Oh, God, what's happened? Jamal Cain had the world's sickest dunk on your man Jalen Duren, but then he had this insane sick putback as well, where he just gets up. So I'm going to talk about the dunk on Duren in a second, but whoa. The putback goes crazy. Cade takes a shit 3, and he had taken another one just before that. It's super short. He looks cooked. Why is that, Jim? Because he's fucking having to do everything by himself. Right? Because remember the entire time in this season we were like, Detroit's good. Fuck, it'd be good if they got anything out of Jaden Ivey. And then they went, hang on a second, that dude fucking sucks. He's an absolute pain in my ass, your ass, everybody's ass. He's a pain in all our balls. Fuck off, Jaden Ivey. So they fuck him off, and this is their big trade deadline move. They get the Ginger Ninja Kevin Huerter, who played a total of 3 minutes and did sweet fuck all today. Gee, do you reckon it would have been better to go a little bit bigger game hunting, Jim? Yeah, no. Yeah, fucking. How much would Dosunmu help on this fucking team right now? I'm telling you that much. Dennis Jenkins is going completely MIA. It sucks. Karras, my sweet baby Karras LeVert. He's battling, but they're just shit. The offense sucks. If they had have just gone out and done the Michael Porter Jr., fuck it. Let's have a little bit of a swing. We're good. Our defense is awesome. I know that Michael Porter Jr. is a fuckhead as well, and everyone fucking hates him. But I'll tell you what, hopes and vibes and continuity don't score 20 points a fucking game. And that's what they need right now. And they're not getting it. But AO, MPJ, they had all the opportunities in the world to go and pay for those players, pick them up in a trade. Yes, Tobias Harris is a lovely bloke. We all know that. Also, you know what? Perfectly fucking Tobias Harris as an NBA player. He is the absolute middle of all NBA. He's the middle. He is absolutely mid. If you go above that, you're giving yourselves a fucking chance. Oh, but Jimmy's a good settler. I don't fucking care sometimes a settler. What's he won? Right? If you're going to swing, you don't have a fucking swing with a short bat. You have a swing with a full fucking bat. It's crazy. Anyway, so the point being, it goes 85-85, and the Detroit basketballing Pistons then score one single point for the next 5 minutes and 21 seconds of crunch time until a meaningless sort of putback tip shot from Isaiah Beef Stew with 3 seconds remaining on the clock. That's how they got to 88. Yes, the Magic only scored 9 points in that time themselves, but that's sometimes enough. The Desmond Bain bank shot 3 was massive, and also Thompson, he and Amen at the end of these games, they both go fucking MIA as well for their respective teams. He misses a couple of free throws after Paolo missed a couple of free throws early just to keep them in this fucking game, the Pistons, and they couldn't take advantage of it. Jalen Suggs single-handedly tried to win this for the Pistons. He was taking some of the most horrific shots you've not seen since I was taking shots on the Ballarat High School blacktops. It was fucked. Anyway, and there you go. They win. So they're now the 6th, 8th seed to go up 3-1 in a series. The four of the other 5 advanced as well. So I'm just saying Orlando are right there knocking on the door. But yeah, 1 point in 5 minutes and 21 seconds of crunch time to end that fourth quarter is fucking abhorrent. And when you have shit like that happen, you're like, you are allowed to go, we fucking told you so. Jesus. Kevin Huerter is not helping that, apparently. Nor is Duncan Robinson. I don't know. Just white guy shooters. I mean, we've had enough of them this week, haven't we? Cade Cunningham ends up with 25, 9 and 6. Jim, that's not bad. He shot 7 of 23. And what did he shoot on threes, Jim? What was it? How'd he go from downtown? What did he shoot from three? Oh, yeah! Chill. That's right. Kay Cunningham shot 3-11 from downtown. The big one, though, was 8 turnovers. That's pretty fucking bad. The Pistons as a team, to be honest, they went 6 of 30 from downtown. So 38% from the floor as well. 20 turnovers. Just a fucking horror show. Jalen Duren, we've found his limitations. When your lunch is getting eaten by Wendell Carter Jr. to a terrifying degree, yeah, I'm a bit worried. 12 and 8 with 4 turnovers for Duren. Tobias was fine. 20 points. He shot 8 of 17, 0 of 5 from downtown, 0 assists. It's the perfect Tobias Harris game. Well, the perfect Tobias Harris game is 16 points on about 15 shots. And yeah. Tobias, can you get us 20 points? 16 points. You got it, boss. Duncan Robinson, 2 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 6 from 3. Duncan Robinson, you've got one job. And going 1 of 6 from it is not it. Beef Stew had 8 blocks. That was sick. He also didn't really do a giant amount. He had 8 points, 8 blocks, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers. Yeah. So his 8 blocks negated the 8 turnovers at least from fucking Cade. Danny Jenkins shot 1 of 6. He had 3 points in 13 minutes. And Orsar had 6 points and 2 of 8 shots as well. Big trade deadline pickup, Kevin Huerter, played 3 minutes and didn't take a shot. So there's that. Good stuff. The Magic. Again, this is like a couple of back-to-back games where it's like, you guys are just fucking shithouse and somehow you won these games. In a very similar vein to the Orlando Magic, shooting 33% from the floor today to win the game. Remember the Raptors, was it yesterday, shooting 32%? Yeah, it's fucked. Anyway, 9 of 35 from downtown. That's better than 6 of 30, so that's something. 10 turnovers as well. That's half of what the Pistons had. Desmond Bane, he was pretty good. Only one who could hit a 3. Went 5 of 10 from downtown. 22 overall for him. And he had his mates sitting in the crowd, which is good to see. Talk about that again in a second. Paolo Banchero had 18 points. Oh, it's not bad, Jim. He shot 4 of 18. Block! 0 of 4 from downtown. He's just 10 of 13 free throws, though, so you'll take that. That's ethical. Franz Wagner left with a calf injury, but he had 19, 5, and 3 before that. That's like the one thing that might open the door a little bit here for the Pistons down 3-1 is that if Wagner can't go the next game. Hello. Suggs was fucking flat out shit. He's going to pop up again in a second, but fucking hell. Wendell was awesome. 12 and 11 with a couple of blocks. Jamal Cain was unreal too. 8 and 9. That dude is a weapon. Go black to silver, whatever. But wow, 3-1. The Orlando Magic lead. That's pretty cool. They're like the same as the 23 Miami Heat. The only 8 seeds in the last decade to go up 3-1 on a number 1 seed. It's pretty good. So there you go. 3-1. The 8 seeds up on the 1 seed. Are Detroit frauds? We'll talk about that in Yeah Nars tomorrow. OKC sent Phoenix packing. 131-122. That's sad, isn't it? Not really, because we knew it was going to happen. It's exactly what I picked in the series preview. Well, I don't give a fuck who OKC is playing. They're going to sweep any of them out of the play-ins. Because what was it? It was going to be Phoenix or Portland. Portland beat them, so Portland jumped to the 7 seed. Phoenix ended up winning the play-in game against the Warriors, and they become the 8 seed in whack. 4-zip. Interesting game, though. The Phoenix Flamethrowers sort of got a little bit going in that second quarter. They're up 7 in the second quarter. It's like 55-48 or whatever. And then in OKC go, oh, it's 100% the meme of holding the game controller, and then the next panel is you're leaning in closer to pay attention. It's exactly what OKC did. Love a good verbal meme. Did I explain it well? SJ gets up and about. There's suddenly, it's 62-62. Another run to close out the half, a 15-5 run, and you're like, fucking hell, 13-5, 75-67 at the half. And OKC had 12 or 20 from downtown at that point. Booker was ice cold. He got going a little bit in the third, but it's like 80-74. And you're like, ooh, look out. And then you fucking turn around and it was 90-76. Yeah, that'll do just about. But then there was a really good run from Phoenix towards the end of the third. They drag it back to 99-92. But then there's a huge Caruso 3, puts them back up 10. And pedal to the metal basically there from OKC. They just sort of kept it. Every shot, it felt like they had an answer. And it sort of stayed around that 10, 14 point mark or whatever it was. And this is the thing. Phoenix's defense just wasn't ever good enough to slow down OKC to get 3 to 4, the single 3 to 4 stops that you need to get yourself into that game properly, to give yourself a shot. And it just never happened. And that's like the value of someone like SGA, where he's just like, no matter what happens, I'm probably either going to get fouled or I'm going to get a decent shot for myself or someone else, and we'll be fine. He had a sick little handoff dunk to Isaiah Hartenstein, basically, that packed him off, and that was it. That'll do, pig. That'll do for the Suns. They still went 53% from the floor. I mean, they did score, 122 points. But yeah, defense optional here. 14 of 39 from downtown. Booker had 24, but again, he shot 8 of 16. Again, it's just, that's the third most on his own team. I understand that he's being very well covered, but at one point you have to go, Devin Booker, just fucking do something, right? I said that he was ice cold early. He hadn't taken enough shots. Like, Dylan Brooks has got zero compunction about that, right? He went, 23 points on 10 of 19 shooting. Pretty good, 2 of 4 from downtown. Cole Gillespie had 20. He went 6 of 11 from deep. That's what you need from Booker. Jalen Green took 25 shots. He only hit 10 of them. He doesn't give a fuck. He's Jalen Green. He had 23 points, and he's shit. That's amazing. Grayson Allen actually popped back up for this one. 12 points for him for a couple of threes. Royce O'Neal, 8 and 7. But look, it's Phoenix. They never had the firepower to keep up. The defense was always going to be lacking. They've got 3 guards. OKC fucking ate that up. 50% from 3 for OKC. That's pretty handy. 17 of 34. Yeah, that'll do. 31 and 8 for SGA. He was absolutely fucking massive. Just ice cold killer. Ice cold killer. Chet had 24 and 12. He had a couple of weird misses, but otherwise he was really good. 18 and 12 for Isaiah Hartenstein. This is it. They've got this like really annoying sort of vibe about them to OKC. It's like, oh, you've got 3 guards? Cool. We've got 3 guards who are going to kick your ass on defense. Plus we've got 2 giant blokes and your centers are fucking tiny and we're going to kill you. That's what happened. AJ Mitchell had 22. He was 22, 4 and 6. I said that on NBA Coffee Run this morning. It's just plug and play. Oh no, we don't have J-Dub. Here's AJ Mitchell here to kick your ass. 14 for Caruso. Put on a Caruso show. That one to put them back up 10 was a fucking kissing fingers emoji moment for Caruso. 4 or 6 from downtown for him. Case and Wallace had 10. Isaiah Joe hit a couple of threes. Whatever. OKC sweep him. Bye-bye, Phoenix. See ya. Bye-bye. And then finally, Minnesota-Denver. This was an ass-kicking. 125-113 until it wasn't. What do you mean, Jim? It's still a 12-point game. Yep. It was a 27-point game. This game was off its rocker, and it's exactly what I said on the NBA Coffee Run this morning. I fully expect a massive bounce back for Jokic. Jamal will do some shit. Their role players will hit a few more shots, and they'll be fine, right? This was the best game as a Nugget Cam Johnson has played. Spencer Jones was fucking fantastic. His dunk that was that third quarter was absolutely fucking spish. Christian Brown hit a big 3 late. Even my name is Jonas Valanciunas was causing havoc, but Tim Hardaway Jr. hit a couple of shots. Bruce Brown hit a couple of shots, and it was just enough. And like when you got Jokic and Jamal just causing all sorts of havoc and playing efficiently for the first time in a few games, boom. So let's go. This was tight early. It was like 44-42, and then absolutely fucking like, the Wolves went a bit ice cold, and Jokic and Jamal sort of just controlled the pace very nicely, and they absolutely fucking waxed them in that second and third quarter. Essentially, like sort of, they were up 9 at the half, and then they just fucking went bang. Still up 20, what was it? I don't know, 22 or whatever, and going into the fourth quarter. Like I sort of sitting there, you're like, it's 106-85 halfway through the fourth quarter, and you're like, they're being up 27. Yeah, this is what happens. And then it got a bit interesting, didn't it, Jim? Yeah, it did. Like an 8-0 run out of nowhere. 11-3 run. It's going a bit haywire. That Nuggets crowd is going, what the fuck's happening? Oh, shit. It's 109-96. You get free throws from Jokic, but then Randall gets an and one, and he misses the free throw, and they get a bucket off the fucking rebound. 10-point game. Holy shit. It's 111, 101, and then Brown hits that 3. They turn it over. Murray gets a nice steal and a layup. It's a 15-point gaming, and there's a backcourt violation as well. Another turnover. Jokic gets an N1. They basically just fucking woke up, went, oh, God, all right, 8-0 run. That'll do, pig. And there you go. So, yeah, Minnesota made a bit of a game of it, but this was it. It was like AO sort of found a bit of rhythm. He ends up with 18 points on 7 of 14 shooting. He wasn't going that great early. Bones hit a couple of big shots too, right? He ends up with 15 on 5 of 9 shooting. But Randall sort of made himself known a little bit more in this one, which is good to see for the Wolves. 27, 9, and 6. He had 5 turnovers, but that's a bit of part and parcel of the Randall experience. McDaniels wasn't as good in this one. 13 on 5, 11 shooting. Couldn't hit a 3. 4 turnovers. Rudy Gobert, not as impactful against Jokic. Didn't get him into foul trouble like I thought Jokic would be trying to, but he just wasn't as good against Jokic. He was just fucking on one, right? Conley started. He had 4 points, 17 minutes. He's old. Jingles got in there. Aussie player watch, 3 minutes and zeros across the board, but was a +6. So, Naz Reid, 12 and 8 as well. He did that in 24 minutes. A few weird fouls in there, and just, his impact was kind of weirdly limited. And Terrence Shannon Jr., good to see him get some more run as well after we saw him last game. He had 15 and 1. But yeah, like despite shooting 51% and 43% from 3, they had 25 turnovers, did the Wolves. And that was the really big story where the game sort of just kept getting away from them. Like, you just sort of turn away and go, oh, fuck, how did they just build that like giant lead? You're like, yeah, that was the turnovers. Every time it's the turnovers. Points off turnovers, it was 29 that they conceded. 35. Yeah, I had 29 from earlier. 35 points off the turnovers. That'll do, pig. That'll do. For the Nugs, though, you obviously had 27, 12, and 16. 16 assists for Jokic. He was awesome. Shot 9 of 15. 18 for Cam Johnson. 18, 6, and 5 with 3 steals. He was a little bit of everywhere. Kind of really like that. Spencer Jones had 20. 24 for Jam Jamal with 7 assists, 4 steals, 4 turnovers. 9 for Brown, 9 for Jonas. Yeah, so good job for the Nugs to get this back to 3-2. And it's basically as we sort of laid out on NBA Coffee Run and yesterday's show, with the Wolves missing Ant-Man, with Dante done for the year. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for the Wolves, but they'll like their chances in Game 6, I'm just saying. Anyway, NBA Straya approved performer of the night.
Knife. That's a knife.
That is a knife. I'll give you 3. Desmond Bain hits that banked in 3, basically the dagger shot. He was the only Magic man. Like they played really well to start off with, right? But he was like the only sort of constant dude the entire time. It's crazy. He was so impactful for that Magic team today with 22 points, the 5 threes. He was huge. SGA's 31. What did I say? 31 and 8. So efficient. What was it? 12 of 17? Taking the piss, mate. Taking the piss. 2 of 4 from deep. 9-11 at the free throw line. 2 rebounds and a block. And yeah, then you got to go with Jokic. I loved his game today. Just he was angry, played within himself, but the assist numbers were flowing really, really early. The scoring sort of came along with it. He sort of got a couple of buckets early and then really got into a nice groove. Like another 7 points late in that fourth, and away they went. 27, 12, and 16 is taking the piss. And yeah, as I said, don't piss off giant Serbians. It's one of my fucking cardinal rules. I try to live my life by one of those rules. Don't ever piss off giant fucking scary Serbians. Who is Spud of the night, Jim?
Spud, 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 it is Spud of the night.
Well, the Orlando Magic is shooting 38.7% through the first 4 games of this series and lead 3-1. So they're Spuds. They're the first team since the 2012 Philadelphia 1-2-3-4-5-6ers to do that in a 4-game stretch and win 3 of them. That's pretty good. But obviously, Jalen Suggs, I mentioned him earlier. He was so fucking bad. As I mentioned, almost single-handedly trying to win that game for the Detroit Pistons. He plays for the Magic. It was fucking horrible. He just let a waltz down the court and go, all right, boys, don't worry. I know we need to kill some clock, but just let me chuck this 3 up real quick. And you're like, Jalen, you're horrible. Don't do that again. He was 1 of 11 from deep and 1 of 13 from the floor. And all times Spud-worthy effort in the playoffs. So Jalen Suggs, we doff our collective hats. There you go. What about old mate, no mates?
Old mate, no mates.
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 Well, I'm going to give you a bit of Desmond Bain, but his mates were there. So I feel like he's old mate, no mates because he's got no new mates where he is now. And his old mates love him so much, Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant, that they went and supported their buddy playing for his new team. It's like when people come to, like as a bartender, I was a bartender for years, you go to a new bar or whatever, your first couple of shifts, and then a bunch of your mates come in, they're like, hey, and you're like, oh God, here we go. And it was awesome. It was very, very nice. But it also made me realize, I'm like, is he just like the world's most friendly bloke and they all love him? Or is he like the classic dude who sort of like left high school, went to uni, never made friends at uni and just sort of stuck friends with all his high school mates? So maybe. Couldn't be me. Right. But old mate, no mates is also that ref, James Williams. He had an absolute nightmare again yesterday in that Rockets-Lakers game. I forgot to mention this about the Taru toss-out, right? The Adu, yeah. It was just absolutely crazy. And like even LeBron brought it up after the game. He's like, what's he doing? Throwing him out. Like the kid's just out there in his first playoff game and it's just Adu Tiaro, and it's just like, what are you doing here, mate? This is just, would you stop throwing people out of the bloody game? This is the bloke who got called out by Devin Booker the other day. All the dumb shit he keeps doing. The dude can't keep reffing. What are we, Adam Silver, get a fucking hold of your refs, you idiot. Jesus, that's just chaos. Anyway, pantsing of the night. Yeah, this one's easy because it was Jalen Duren getting put in the grave. That was absolutely sick work by Jamal Cain, wasn't it? He lined him up and he went right over the top of him, went right through him and yammed all over him. It was just, it's like 100%, bring police, I'd like to report a murder. Jalen Duren's like got to retire after that. It was just an absolute horror show, the poor bloke. So yeah, not great. That was a sick dunk. Like Goga swallowed up a Cade layup earlier as well. There was a bit of a pantsing, but fuck that prick Goga. Yeah, hurting our man Jock Landale. But Jamal Cain, the putback that he had as well later on was absolutely gnarly, but that dunk on Duren is like top-notch poster, holy, like the absolute vibe in that arena as it happened. They all did what we all do. Oh, God. Could not believe it. It was happening in front of them. I'm watching this going, holy crap, did he do that? And Twitter just exploded. It was awesome. So, good job, Jamal Cain. And finally, better than Lonzo Ball, Bronny James, and Ben Simmons.
Lonzo was the best player in high school. He was the best player in college. You think he'll get to the pros and be like, I made it to the pros, now I can be average. He's coming for everybody.
Coming for everybody. AJ Mitchell. I didn't make too much of a hullabaloo about him earlier, but God, he was good. He played 34 minutes today in place of J-Dub. 22 points on 7 of 16 shooting, 4 of 6 from 3, 4 of 4 at the line, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, and 3 turnovers. A team high plus 27. That is on a Thunder team that won by 9. He was a plus 27. AJ Mitchell kicks ass. And if I'm any other team, all I'm trying to do is go like, hey, geez, OKC, it looks like you got too many players here. You can't pay them all. We'll take a Case and Wallace off your hands. How about an AJ Mitchell? What do you need? What do you need? What do you want? So, yeah, pretty bloody good. All right, well, we did this sort of Australian play watch because it was only Jingles, really, obviously, today who got out there and he played his 3 minutes and went for the 3 trillion. So how about we just dive into tomorrow's games with some game previews. All right, let's do it. What do we got? Actually, don't name before now. We won't do the Paddy Mills Game Day Ball Game Day Twitter check-in. Actually, no, we can. Let's do because I think Jock posted something nice just before. There he is, Jock. Oh, there you go. You are rare, buddy love. Oh, that's nice. Hanging out with buddy. What a legend. Jock Landau. Good teammate. Tomorrow's games. What do we got? 3 Game 5s. You know what that means? 2 knockout games again. It's pretty good. This is absolute rubber hits the road time. And that's why I brought up yesterday. It's kind of weird that we only had two 2-2 series. 2 for 2, 2 for 222. Philly-Boston is not one of those. It's 3-1. And tell you what, pack her up, boys, because you are done. This is a gentleman's sweep if you ever saw one. Look, Game 3 was pretty tight. Game 4 was an absolute shit kicking because Boston hit all their threes. Now, what Philly will be hoping for is that they played Embiid in Game 4. He feels a little bit better. He knows what he's doing now. He can be that sort of linchpin for that offense. Maybe help a little bit more on D. And mostly, though, they'll be like, VJ Edgecombe, can you hit a shot in this game? That'd be good. Because I think between Embiid, PEDP, Paul George, and Maxey, you've sort of got your dudes. You need VJ to sort of give him something. Oubre has to hit a single fucking shot. He didn't in Game 4. Boston, however, they are 11.5-point favorites. This is a tricky one because I feel like it could be an absolute blowout again, like it was in Game 4. Because we know that Boston can just go on these runs where they just smoke every three under the fucking sun. They hit a franchise record in Game 4. But Philly, I mean, Embiid being back, PEDP there, Maxey, it feels like they've got one more good punch. Do they cover 11.5 though, Philly? Can they lose by less than 11.5 points? I think I might take Philly plus 11.5. Boston to win in pretty much a really similar game to what we saw from maybe OKC Phoenix today, right? Where it's just a bit of run and gun. But, actually, I feel like the Embiid thing goes one of two ways as well, right? He's really good and it keeps them engaged, keeps them close. Boston don't have any answers for it. Flip side is he's also just completely fucking undercooked because he had an appendectomy 2 weeks ago. And Boston just have sort of made their adjustments and they get a really big Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum 1-2 Costa Zoo punch. I think I might go with Boston actually. Because I feel like I'm, leaning much more towards the Embiid. It just gets a little bit fucking hard and then they just sort of get run out again. Because OKC should have covered today. They didn't because Phoenix basically scored one last bucket that was meaningless. And if you, I'm still angry. But anyway, let's go Boston 11.5. They close out 9-1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s. Then we have Game 5 of Atlanta, New York. New York, CJ McCollum will pants you. 6.5-point favorites of the Knicks. This is absolutely awesome. This series has been wildly entertaining, and I cannot wait for this one. Knicks won the first game by 11. They lose Game 2 by 1. They lose Game 3 by 1. And they win Game 4 by 16. So the 2 wins, they've beaten them pretty handily. The 2 losses have been extremely close. I'm going to go with the Knicks. Minus 6.5. I think. Like, Game 2 was crazy in the way that the Knicks lost it. I reckon. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to go the Knicks. I think you can still lean on Cat. I think at home you get a little bit more out of that bench as well. And I think Jalen Brunson can at least have one half-decent, efficient kind of game, and I think they do it okay. The big query will be whether or not OG and Mikal Bridges can continue to slow down Nicky Alexander-Walker and Jalen Johnson. I think Jalen Johnson might shake loose for a bit of a game, but they might throw a little bit more sort of at CJ to sort of slow him down. But I think I'll take the Knicks minus 6.5. And then Portland at San Antonio. Game 5. This is the Spurs up 3-1. The line for this is a very disrespectful 12.5. Now, why is that disrespectful, Jim? Because the Blazers led by 17 at halftime in Game 4. What happened then, Jim? Well, they lost by a shit ton. They lost by 21. So that's bad. However, I think the Blazers, backs against the wall. This team will scrap and fight and scrap and fight and scrap and fight. I don't think they'll win, but I think they will cover that 12.5. I think they can drag this down a little bit one more time, drag it down and off we go. So, I I'll take the plus 12.5 for Portland on the road. I think they've just got one more in the chamber. I don't think they'll win, but I think they'll keep that one tighter. I reckon. Yeah, there you go. So all those picks will be up on Dabble. Tomorrow we'll do the NBA coffee run in the morning in case anything changes, of course. You can find the link to the Dabble stuff over in the show description, the social bios. But that is it for today. We'll be back on deck tomorrow, of course. In the meantime, chuck us a follow and check out NBA Straya on all the socials. Twitter, Facey, IG, TikTok, YouTube, all the good stuff right there. Same thing goes for Footy Unfiltered. We've got the round 8 setup show happening. So go check that out. Follow that on the socials as well. Lots of fun stuff. Love talking AFL footy. It's always fun. And God, I hate AFL media so much. It's just... Anyway, so I like doing my own thing. You can also get around Jim Does Supercoach. We'll have the AFL Supercoach show for that. Probably go up tomorrow as well. So get around Jim Does Supercoach. Follow us all on all of the YouTubes and all the podcast apps that you use. It'd be much appreciated. You can also help support the show. buymeacoffee.com/NBA Straya. That would also be much appreciated. You can join the Dead Set Legends Club, which is the exclusive membership level, which is basically Buy Me a Coffee is our Patreon. So buymeacoffee.com/NBA Straya. Help support the show. Appreciate your guts. That would be really cool. What else we got? I know, got to thank From Oslo for the intro and outro song. So to does House Hats, Joshua Del Rentis, Fascinated Goldmines, Ramshack Alami, who are playing Scar Fighter 2 at the Bendigo Hotel in Collingwood next Saturday night. I'll be there early and then late. In between, I'll be at Deftones. So that'll be good. Anyway, get around them. What else? Iowa, Section Green Dozers there behind all the tunes you hear on the show. So smash them on your music streaming platform of choice. And there we go. We'll get out of your hair. Nothing into this one. I'll catch you tomorrow, you dickheads. How good are playoffs, man? Yeah, they're really good. This is NBA Straya saying, look after yourselves, would you? Hug your mates, and later, hosers.